Melissa, who is still your shimmer champion.
What is she doing? She already won the match. Just like attacking Allison Danger after the match was won, she's continuing to dish out a beating here on Leva Bates. This is completely unnecessary.
A third air raid crash here.
Come on, stop this. You retain the title, and now going after the arm. Cross arm breaker. Somebody's got to put a stop to this. There's Danger. Going after Melissa. I don't blame her.
Well, Allison Danger has no business in this wrestling ring.
Melissa has no business attacking Leva. Oh, shots to the back of Danger's head. That's why she had to retire.
Danger.
Get in there, ref. Standing on the back of Danger's head. How can you condone this?
Well,
come on.
Danger put herself in harm's way. She could be seriously injured.
There was no justification for the attack on Leva, and here comes Lufisto now to come to the aid of Allison Danger and run off Melissa. Thankfully, Lufisto saving Allison Danger from further damage.
No, Melissa.
Oh, no.
If there's one thing I will not accept, it's you putting your hands on Allison Danger, a woman who has been taken away from competition after suffering a stroke. You hit too close from home. I'm one of the few lucky ones who was able to get out of the stroke without any damage. She was not as lucky.
Lucky you.
What she did was unnecessary, unrespectful, and just disgusting. So next time you want to pick somebody to bully on, pick somebody you can fight back.
Remember the goal. Clean up the division.
Series opener. And still, champion. Cheerleader. Melissa.
Melissa retains the title, and oh, come on, stomping away after the bell. What has gotten into Melissa lately? Attacking people after she's already won a match. This is completely unnecessary. You retain the title. You don't have to do this to anyone. And Lufisto has seen enough. Lufisto hitting the ring on Melissa again.
Lufisto has no business out here.
Melissa has no business attacking people after the match is over with. She did that to Leva Bates. She did that to Allison Danger. Lufisto has seen enough. And going after Melissa again.
event of Shimmer Volume 60. Your referee, Andy Long, it is for the Shimmer Championship. Introducing first, accompanied by Peekaboo, from Montreal, Japan, weighing 142 pounds, Lufisto! And her opponent, from San Francisco, California, weighing 140 pounds, she is the Shimmer Champion, Cheerleader, Melissa!
It's main event time here on Shimmer Women Athletes Volume 60 as the Berwyn Eagles Club joins in a new champ chant. It is a rematch of the match of the year back when it first took place, back at Shimmer Volume 20 several years ago. They are both all the more experienced as athletes, and this time the Shimmer Championship is on the line between Lufisto and Cheerleader Melissa.
Well, this issue has become personal between Lufisto and Melissa. Lufisto taking issue with Melissa trying to clean up Shimmer. She's trying to end the Shimmer careers of several people by injuring them, and of course Lufisto, having experienced many injuries during her career, takes issue with someone intentionally injuring their opponent.
There were a handful of instances during the career of Lufisto that she almost had to hang it up permanently, suffering a stroke similar to Allison Danger, which put an end to Danger's active wrestling career. But Lufisto was able to return from that stroke and continue to battle as a professional wrestler, continue to be in ring condition. And when she saw Melissa intentionally going after Allison Danger after knowing that she was forced to retire due to her health, it was just a despicable action on the part of Cheerleader Melissa, and Lufisto had seen enough and came to the aid of Danger, came to the aid of Leva, came to the aid of Hiroyo Matsumoto, and these two women had to be separated by referees at the close of our last event. And the only way to settle things between these two is for another matchup here, this time in 2013, and this time with the belt at stake.
And Lufisto giving Melissa a bit of a taste of her own medicine, swinging her head first into the guardrail.
Something that we've seen Melissa do on many occasions to her opponents.
I've been on the receiving end of such an action from Cheerleader Melissa. It is absolutely devastating.
And Lufisto overhand chop right now across the chest of Melissa.
And you know, speaking of personal issues with Lufisto, I saw Mercedes Martinez earlier in the back, someone who Lufisto has a long history with. She was actually consulting with Cheerleader Melissa. They have a common enemy in Lufisto, and even though Melissa and Mercedes have not always gotten along, I think they've found some common ground in their issues with Lufisto.
Well, back on our last event, it was Lufisto reprising that ongoing rivalry with Mercedes Martinez, battling here in Shimmer once again. They've fought all over the wrestling world across various women's promotions and continued that battle here in Shimmer. Lufisto pulled out the victory during the course of that matchup, but I think there's still going to be a fire burning between those two for a long period of time, and came charging right there at Cheerleader Melissa on the floor, but Melissa at the last split second moved out of harm's way, and Lufisto met nothing but the steel barricade.
Well, I think Mercedes was giving Melissa some pointers, some advice on how to go into a matchup of this caliber with Lufisto. We'll see if that comes into play at any point during this matchup.
Melissa back inside the ring to break the referee's count.
And Lufisto has to be careful out on the floor here. As much as I'm sure she'd like to do some damage to Melissa, maybe try to teach her what she considers to be a lesson, I disagree. But the title, which is the big picture here, it can't change hands on a count-out or a disqualification out on the floor.
Lufisto needs to try to keep the match inside the ring as best as she can. But right now, Melissa just brutalizing her out on the floor. We saw Melissa in one of her earlier championship defenses against Calamity, utilized the curb stomp, face first into the steel barricade with the curb stomp on Calamity, who is in many ways a student of Lufisto's. And now doing battle with Lufisto yet again here in Shimmer competition. This time the belt's on the line. They do have a lot of history, not only here, but also up in the Montreal region as well. And back inside the ring slides Melissa to reset the count so that she can do a little bit more damage out on the floor.
Melissa unwrapping her wrist tape here.
And just choking her.
I don't know if the referee can see it. Melissa has her back to the referee, maybe blocking his view.
He needs to get out there and lay down the law here. He is the authority in this particular matchup. Title is on the line, and he needs to look out for the well-being of the competitors in every single matchup here in Shimmer.
Well, I think Lufisto was trying to get back into the ring, maybe create some distance. Melissa put a stop to that, though, sent her right into these ring steps. Lufisto wanted this matchup. I hope she's willing to be the next one who's injured at the hands of cheerleader Melissa.
You know, I have no problem with Melissa doing damage to her opponents during the course of the matchup, including this. I mean, it's not a weapons match. The referee's letting a lot go here. Damage done on the floor using these ring steps. But the problem is Melissa was continuing to attack her opponents after winning the match, dishing out post-match beatings.
So?
To Alice in Danger, who was known to be injured, to Leva Bates, to Hiroyo, and it's not something that should be tolerated. It was Lufisto that wanted to put a stop to it. She's going to try to do that during the course of this match, and hopefully, in her mind, also become Shimmer champion along the way. Couple of near falls here for Melissa. Hasn't done quite enough to Lufisto to keep her down for a 3 count to retain the belt here.
5 minutes
Knee
gone.
placed right into the back of Lufisto, pulling back on the arms.
And everyone in Shimmer and in women's wrestling knows Lufisto has a very well-documented history of back injuries. Melissa working away on the back and shoulders of Lufisto.
He had back injuries, that knee that was destroyed, it was exploded kneecap. Going for that moonsault at Shimmer 53, she was able to return from that. She's had concussions during her career. There are a lot of weaknesses on Lufisto, but she's also a very tough individual and can fight through pain, trying to take Melissa off her feet here. Turned her back, and Melissa, 2 hands full of hair, took away all the momentum of Lufisto.
And you have to remember that Lufisto's finishing move, the burning hammer that she likes to use to put away opponents, Melissa much bigger than Lufisto. She'd already have a hard enough time elevating Melissa for that maneuver. If Lufisto suffers a back injury or a knee injury in this matchup, I'd have to think it's absolutely impossible, and would possibly put that burning hammer out of the arsenal of Lufisto, which might be what Melissa's going for here. Maybe that's what Mercedes advised.
If anybody knows some good advice to how to take out Lufisto in a wrestling match here in 2013, it is Mercedes Martinez giving that advice to cheerleader Melissa. But Melissa, the first time that they did battle here in Shimmer, one-on-one, back on Shimmer Volume 20, that match of the year contest between the two, as voted by the Shimmer fans at shimmerwrestling.com, it was Melissa pulling out the victory with the Kudo driver, dumping Lufisto right on her neck with the maneuver. That could be Melissa's plan to retain the title here in this contest if she can get Lufisto weakened enough to go for that maneuver. And right now, pressure on that potentially still not 100% knee of Lufisto here with this Kondo clutch.
Well, when you have something like a knee or a back injury, I'll tell you, they are never 100% once they've been injured. Joints like that, they don't just get better. So that Kondo clutch, I'm sure, was tugging on many of the injuries on Lufisto's body. Melissa maybe just trying to see which one gave the most.
Hard chop across the chest of Lufisto in the corner. Melissa getting some distance, looking to charge. Leaping forearm strike in the corner from the champion. Named the #1 female wrestler in the world by Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine for the year 2013. Nobody home on the second attempt as Lufisto got out of harm's way. Now across the ring she comes. Cannonball in the corner on Melissa. For momentum, charging across the ring on the other side, sliding all the way to the floor after dishing out the punishment.
Melissa also rolling out to the floor. I thought it was wise at first, but maybe not. Lufisto measuring her for something.
Flipping senton off the apron to the hardwood floor by Lufisto. Hearing the applause of the fans in attendance here in Berwyn, they'd love to see a title change here tonight. Breaking the referee's count, she knows she can't win it. They get counted out of the ring here. Needs to bring the action back inside and go for the pin or a submission. Doing the wise move, rolling Melissa right back inside. Go for the cover here, hooking the leg. Melissa with the shoulder up, hooking the leg tighter this time. And again Melissa kicking out. Going for a third cover. Still Melissa hanging in there.
And Melissa having to exert a ton of energy to kick out of all those pin attempts, and Lufisto forcing Melissa to exert even more energy, putting her in this chin lock, trying to cut off the airway.
Trying to wear her down, take away the strength of Melissa so that she can't hoist Lufisto up for either the air raid crash or the coup de grace. Trying to break free though, elbows to the midsection of Lufisto. Shoulder tackle attempt, staying on her feet though. And this time, turnabout is fair play, handful of hair from Lufisto. But only two. Grabbing hold of Melissa, looking to follow up now. Super hardcore anime. Too much time though. Flurry of forearms from the champion. Waist lock. Release German suplex from Lufisto.
Lufisto looking to follow up.
But Melissa with a belly to back suplex. She's back up though.
Neither woman willing to stay down.
Tiger suplex for the bridge. 2.5 for Lufisto.
Melissa just able to get the shoulder up. Samoan drop, got all of it. Melissa not able to follow up though.
Can't go for an immediate cover there. It took a lot of energy just to hoist Lufisto up for the Samoan drop and deliver the maneuver. After all the punishment that Melissa has received thus far in the contest, a double count now administered by Andy Long. Another landmark event here, Shimmer Volume 60, as this weekend we celebrate 8 years of Shimmer, bringing the best in female wrestling right here to the Chicagoland area and the Berwyn Eagles Club. Trying to pull herself up by the ring ropes is Lufisto. Melissa back up herself. They meet in the center of the ring, forearm shot from both wrestlers as they exchange forearms.
Neither woman giving an inch here.
Title on the line. Who's going to get the advantage here? Repeated forearm shots. They both hit the ropes. And they collide and they both go crashing down. Either one with a real advantage as a result of that collision. Just trying to force their opponent to go crashing down to the canvas, and they both pay the price.
Melissa grabbing hold of Lufisto, but Lufisto kicking her off, it seems.
Forearm shot from Lufisto, one from Melissa. Just duking it out at a seated position now.
Melissa slapping Lufisto. Lufisto returning the favor.
Kicking away on the face of Lufisto, and she gives it back to the champion. Just brutalizing one another from a seated position like this. And a big kick to the side of the head. Could have knocked out Melissa right there if Lufisto has enough energy. She's got to go for the win here. Either follow up or go for a cover if she can. Has to pull it together. Another double count administered by the referee.
Lufisto starting to stir, but Melissa's still flat on her back here. I don't know if she's going to be able to pull it together.
A very brutal contest between two hard-hitting female wrestlers. Which of them will walk out of Shimmer 60 as the champion? Elbow connected with Melissa's face right there. As Lufisto is sending the turnbuckles, Melissa's back up, pounding down across the back.
And Lufisto, very dangerous position here, up on Melissa's shoulders.
Reverse Hurricane Rana, head first into the canvas with Melissa. Only two, she gets the shoulder up, and it looks like blood is pouring out of the head of cheerleader Melissa.
A lot of blood too, Dave Prazak. The official may have to think about stopping this match if it goes on much longer.
It looked like that elbow collided with the forehead of cheerleader Melissa just before Lufisto ascended the turnbuckles in the corner and hit that Hurricane Rana, which had to take a lot out of the head of Melissa. Already busted open, and now the blood pouring out of her head here. Going for the burning hammer. Can she get it?
No, Melissa getting free. Looking for an air raid crash.
Unable to get it. Sunset flip. Only two. Melissa trying to hold on to the championship here. She's lost a lot of blood and is pouring out of her head.
Maybe blinded too.
Going for the crossface here. Looking for the submission victory here. Will Lufisto win the championship? A bloody cheerleader Melissa trying to hang in there.
Melissa significantly weak and may not be able to see out of that one eye. Not sure if she even knows where the ropes are.
Trying to inch her way toward the ropes. Her boot across that bottom rope to force a break of the crossface. Continuing to lose blood and, as you said, possibly vision at this point in the matchup.
Well, Melissa trying to regain her bearings is an understatement.
Waistlock here from Lufisto. Kicking away on Lufisto. Cheerleader Melissa, open hand strike across the face. Off the ropes she comes. Back fist connects. Going for the burning hammer once again. She has her up. Avoids the burning hammer again.
Air raid crash. And she hits it.
Here is your winner.
What is she doing? Melissa, she's retained the title here, but has her hands wrapped around the throat of Lufisto. She's just choking her now. Pouring blood. And now the tag team partner Lufisto, Kana, coming to her aid. Going to work on cheerleader Melissa. She's lost it.
Here's Mercedes Martinez now.
Said she was having a little bit of a strategy talk with Melissa on how to deal with Lufisto. They are united with the common enemy of Lufisto here. A bloodied and battered cheerleader Melissa is still your Shimmer champion here at the conclusion of Shimmer 60. Oh, what a warning right there. She said she's gonna kill her. This is not over with.
Well, Melissa needs to get to the back, maybe to a hospital.
Continuing to lose a lot of blood alongside fellow Shimmer original Mercedes Martinez. Still your champion, cheerleader Melissa, but yeah, she needs to seek some medical attention in the locker room. That looks like a nasty gash right above her eye. A valiant effort by Lufisto in trying to become the Shimmer champion, but despite the injury, and despite all of the hard work and the effort of the super hardcore anime, Melissa is still your Shimmer champion. But what a fight put up by Lufisto alongside her partner Kana here. Gave it all that she had, but I don't think this is over between Lufisto and cheerleader Melissa. Thank you for joining us.
Minutes remaining.